Well, hi there. I'm Paul Nicholson, and I go around and I teach kids how and when to dial 911. Does anybody know by raising your hand why you would call 911? Why?
For emergency, like if somebody falls on the ground and they can't get up, and if somebody runs the bank.
Oh, that's perfect. You a couple more. What's yours?
People get hurt.
People get hurt. Let's talk about that. If I fall and skin my knee, would you call 911?
No.
No. Some of the younger kids think if they get hurt, they need to call 911. We don't call for a skinned knee because it's not a serious injury. I was at your school last year and I saw a young man, his pants were cut and he had his knee was bleeding, and he went into the office, and I saw him a couple hours later in one of the classes, and he had a Band-Aid on there and he was fine. What about a cat in a tree? Do we call for that? No, we don't call for that. Oh, so I make a rhyme. We don't call for a skinned knee or a cat in a tree, but if somebody can't talk, if somebody can't walk, if somebody can't breathe, or if somebody's giving you no answers or the wrong answers, or the new word is slurred speech, where it sounds funny. Well, I want to talk about what slurred speech is. Slurred speech means it sounds like somebody's talking with kind of like their fingers in their mouth, like when I start talking like that. You can understand me, but it doesn't sound right. You know what mom and dad and grandma and grandpa all sound like. So if their voice starts sounding funny, even if they're giving you the right answer, you call for help. When I leave today, I'll give you one of the refrigerator magnets. And one of the refrigerator magnets, I teach you in kindergarten, first and second grade how to call 911. So this is the last time I get to see you, because this is second grade. And I taught Isaac, who went to your school. And Isaac called 911 when he was in third grade. He came home and he needed to call 911. And I asked Isaac, I said, how did you know when it was time to call 911? And he surprised me. He said it was easy. I said, I don't think it's easy, I think it's hard. And he goes, no, it's easy. And this is what Isaac taught me. He told me he asked his mom 2 easy questions, and when she couldn't answer 2 easy questions, he knew something was wrong. If I ask you what color my pants are and you can't say black, something's wrong. If I ask you what color my shirt is and you can't say blue, something's wrong. If your mom or dad or grandma or grandpa don't know your name or their name, or they have the slurred speech we talked about, that's really time when you call 911, okay? Now if you call 911, this is what you hear.
911 operator, what is your emergency?
If you call 911 and hang up, does anybody remember what's the first thing you do happens? What happens, sweetie?
They call back.
That's right, that's exactly right. And if you don't answer, what happens?
And the fire truck and the ambulance and the police comes through.
Only one comes. Which one comes? Do you know? Yes? Which one?
Police.
Police, you're right. So don't go home and practice this. If you go home and practice it, I get in trouble for teaching you, and you get in trouble for making a pretend call. And nobody here wants to hurt anybody, and you could hurt somebody by playing with 911 or practicing. What happens if you get excited and you dial the wrong number? That's the wrong number. What do I have to do? How do I start over? Do you remember? Hang up, right, because if I don't hang up, but if I hang up,
911 operator, what is your emergency?
then it works, okay? How many of you have a home phone like this? Home phone or landline? That's good. You guys are lucky, because if you call from a home phone like this, then they know where you live, all right? But if you call from a cell phone, they don't. They may not know. There was a young girl about 5 years old down in San Francisco, and she called from a cell phone. My phone tells them where I am, but some cell phones don't. And she called and she said, my mom fell down, can't get up, I need some help. And the operator said, the 911 operator says, what's your address? And she said, I don't know. And that was kind of scary. And he says, does your mom own a car? She said, yes. And he says, go to the car. Do you remember what I told you to look for in the car? What did I tell you?
The license plate.
Nice job. Exactly. There's my license plate, A911 guy, okay? So what's real important on here is the fact that this tells the people where I live. If I fall down right now and I need help, if you go give them my license number, they're going to my house, and that's not where I am. So I want you to remember that. You guys were younger when I talked to you last year, so it has to be mom's car, mom's house, dad's car, dad's house, grandma's car at grandma's house. if grandma is visiting you at mom's house, don't give them grandma's license number because they'll go to grandma's house. So it's real important. When I was at your school many years ago, I learned something from the fire department. And they told me that if you know 2 ways out of your bedroom, 2 ways out of your house, you can hold up 2 fingers. So I want you to go home and I want you to practice 2 ways out of your bedroom, 2 ways out of your house. And if you know that, make a plan where you're going to meet in the front yard or the backyard. Because if you're in the backyard and everybody else is in the front yard, they're going to still think you're inside the house. So they get a big smile and if you hold up 2 fingers because they know you've practiced it. Thank you very much.